I remember also, I was with you at a retreat, a seminar retreat in Canada.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
we were doing a signing at, I don't know, a Wild Wings or something. And we were talking, and I remembered that. And then you had told me how your dream was to come to America and get into the movies. Am I right? Am I remembering this correctly? Yeah. And I was like, whoa. And that was like that was what you told me that your focus is on. Now, since then, was that after? After that is when you were in stuff prior to that, I believe. But then after that is when I seen you in Kevin James's
Here Comes the Boom.
Here Comes the Boom. That was your role right there. Was that your big? How'd you feel with that? Now, that wasn't your first big role, was it?
No, I did some TV work and I did some other movies in between. Kevin was writing a mixed martial arts movie. I heard about it, and then it started to come very close. And that's the first time I actually sent him an email. And I said, "Listen, I hear that you're doing something with a martial arts movie, mixed martial arts movie. I would like to have a part in it. I don't care what kind of part it is, even if it's in the background or whatever it is." And then 3 hours later, I got a script, and he says, "You're Nico." And I'm going through the script, and then I'm not into the first 20 pages, and then suddenly I'm there, and I go, that's what. And I thought the one scene in the classroom for the citizenship, I thought that was the scene, that was the whole thing. And then suddenly I'm back, and then I'm back, and I'm back. I go, whoa! There was a supporting actor part. He goes, "I got you, buddy. I had you right away in the get-go in there." I said, "I'll be a manager. I'll be whatever you want, but it's a mixed martial arts movie." And he says, "No, you're already in. You were already in my mind when I started writing it." So
first of all, when you realized it was that big a part, now, was it like your first time fighting over in Japan? Was there any nerves going on? How did you feel about that? Were you, all right, this is what I've been waiting for? Or was it like, "Hey, Kevin, hold on now"?
No, I was good. So what happened was that the Sony studios didn't want to use me because they said he's not an actor. But Kevin saw me already work, and I did this short movie called The Kingdom of Ultimate Power. You can find it on YouTube, The Kingdom of Ultimate Power. It's a 15-minute short comedy. And that comedy, I played this over-the-top Russian Vlad Rivka, like Bas Rutten with 20 cups of coffee. Okay. And we won first prize at the New York Film Festival. Whoa. So then KJ, he grabbed that disc and he showed it to the studio. He says, "This is what he did." And they says, "Okay, we got him." And they were okay with it. And this was really cool because there was one guy still not okay with it. And my very first scene in the movie was the singing scene, that I'm on the bleachers with the girl and I sing a highway run into the midnight. I do this singing thing. And there was one guy who was still from the top, and he was not okay with me because he thought I was a fighter. And he was standing there, and I knew he wasn't okay with it. And then afterwards, I go to my wagon, and I get a knock on the door, and it's him. And he goes, "Dude, I'm here to apologize. Unbelievable, great job you did. I had no clue you were such a great actor." That was the first scene, so that gave me a good boost. That was nice.
What's the name of that again?
No, that was which one?
I want to know about the one the comedy, the 15-minute comedy one.
Oh, The Kingdom of Ultimate Power.
I'm going to check that out.
That's my movie idea. I'm a crazy guy who has a crazy movie that people cannot make, and I'm talking to a writer, and he's insane. He's afraid of me, and he doesn't know how to write it because it makes no sense, So it's a funny movie. You should watch it.
Dude, I love good comedies.